Hi guys, right, so I was going to do a step-by-step how to build a Reaver Titan, but because of the time constraints that I've got at the moment, and I've got so much on building wise, and what with the tables I've got to build for April, and the countless amounts of marines and debris and buildings I've got to paint, I've decided that I'm just going to explain to you what I did and do a step-by-step in the sense of, here's the leg section, here's the body section, this is the leg section painted, this is the body section painted, and then just talk about what I did as I went along. So Steve very kindly cleaned the model, so he got rid of all the extra bits of crap that come with it, and cleaned those off, and also washed it in hot soapy water, and then rinsed that off in cold water, and then left it on a towel to dry. Then brought it all inside here, and we just cleaned it up to make sure there's no water residue left. Then what I normally do is I lay the sections down, so I look at how the legs are put together. So these bits here, two separate sections, so they're put together. Same with the other side. Then I take the lower legs, which are here, and I normally pin them to the feet and the board, and then I add in the toes and work my way up. So I'll go, right, toes in place, then I'll be putting in these parts here that connect to the pistons. They will be slotted in, and these sections here, which I suppose are really part of the toe joints, have a round cylinder, half cylinder that go onto the back. They're glued into place, and then that's slotted on. And then what I tend to do is take the toes out, put the little pistons in, measure them in, cut them back so they fit in perfectly. And so I tend to work upwards like that. So let's just have a quick look at this. Now we've gone for a very static pose on this. To the well, I go say static. It's a walking pose compared to the crouching pose on these two on this one over here, and the static pose for the very first one that I built. Now, believe it or not, this has only taken a few hours to put together, which is fantastic. But it's all about preparation. So as long as your preparation's done, you shouldn't have any trouble in putting these together. And plus, not only that, this is like one of the, I think this was like number 97. On the mould printouts, or whatever you want to call it, the mould, well, you know what I'm talking about anyway. So yeah, this was number 97. This was release number 97. So it was easy to build. Okay, so we're looking at this. So there's no misline alignments on the moulding. This was pretty perfect compared to my one, which was 107 at the back and 127 or 28, sorry, on the first one there, the crouching one. So it was nice and easy to build, and there was not a lot of stuff to clean up on. So no mould residue, no bits of trap mould in the seams and stuff like that. It was actually a lovely one to build. So it didn't take long to do. So pistons on the back, if I can just focus in on those. Instead of the stuff in the back, yeah, so you can see these beautiful pistons on the back. They just have to be cut into place, and these are a 3-part piece. So the bottom section here, top section there, and the top section, or number 2 section, that builds into this piece here that glues on. Now I've used a lot of super glue on this. I say a lot of super glue, I've used minimal super glue and a little bit of pinning. Now pinning, I've done pinning to the bottom legs, to the top legs, pinning from the bottom legs to the foot, and which also goes into the board as well that it sits into. Exactly the same on the second leg, and you don't have to pin. If you've got a good super glue, it will hold it in place, because resin, once the super glue's in there, tends to be quite brittle and it can break. But these are thick pieces, so you're going to be hard pushed to break these. These are the kind of thing that you throw on the floor and break. So basically that's how they're put together. Nice and easy, not a hassle whatsoever. Even down to the pipes that are underneath here, if I just focus on those, they were really easy to put in. Hot water, by the side of the model. I just had a little bowl of hot water straight from the kettle, chuck them in there, use a pair of tweezers to take them out, and then bend them into place, and they just slot straight into the holes. Likewise, back plate fitted in nicely, no troubles with that, didn't have to do much cleaning up on that. Had to do relatively none on the front plate. We've got the pistons here, they fitted in nice and easily. You find that you're going to have to trim them down here and there to fit into place, but again, that's not a problem, that's what it's there for. You know, it's one of these models that's a beautiful model. You can take your time in building. If you're comfortable with it, you'll find no hassles whatsoever. And at the end of the day, you know, it's a hobby, it's about having fun with it. So you take as long as you need to build something. It's only because this is my third one, it's pretty easy to put together once you know how to do it. And you know what, there's not much glue over spills. It was nice and easy. So yeah, it was fun. Like I said, I always like building the Reavers, and I like building the Titans because they're beautiful models, and they are really beautiful models. Okay, so this is going to follow the same colour scheme. Originally we talked about doing this one white with red trims and loads of gold and stuff like that, but white's a real get of a colour to maintain and make it look right. So we've decided after a long chat over a cup of coffee this afternoon that we're going to go for the same colours as these ones. Now I'm having to rush these all for the game in April. So this is going to be part of the Legio Historium Titan battle group for the big campaign, or the big battle, Apocalypse battle we're doing. So we're going to go for the same colours as the two in the background there. So yeah, so that's it. So I'll paint this up. I'll get the base colours on, and then we'll stop there and we'll have a look at that, and then we'll talk about how we're going to ink it and how we're going to wash it down and make it look weathered. So hopefully by then Forge World will have sent me my pigments, weathering powders. But if not, somebody gave me a great tip about nicking them from my girlfriend's makeup box. But I don't think she's going to be very happy with that. So anyway, so let's say goodnight. It's about 10 o'clock here now. And have a pleasant week, and I'll see you at the weekend. Bye.